The anticipation was at fever pitch for the return of Ronaldo. The scoreline, Ronaldo, and a couple of the goals lived up to expectation, but did the performance? Let's go to the whiteboard. The only place to start is Ronaldo, particularly his movement. He started as United's 9, but he worked the whole of the Newcastle defence. He would drop out from the 9 position into the 10 position, intelligently position himself between Newcastle's midfield to get onto the ball. He would show for the ball in the 10 position and then spin in behind. He was popping up in the half spaces and even in wide areas. He was constantly on the move, causing Newcastle's back 5 problems. Going to screenshots of the game, Ronaldo drops into the space between the lines, pulling the defender out, and then makes this spin run in behind. Fernandes plays a good pass, but Ronaldo is a bit unlucky with how the ball broke. But the amazing thing about Ronaldo is, even when he drops into areas that take him out of the danger zone, he attracts the ball, makes an impactful contribution, and then when he gives the ball, he drives back into the areas where he is going to score goals. Going to screenshots of the game, Ronaldo is in this left wing position. He plays a nice ball inside to Shaw, who plays it straight back to Ronaldo. Ronaldo then plays a lovely flick back to Shaw. He doesn't just stand and admire his work, instead he drives into the box to make himself available for a cross. Ronaldo's movement wasn't just getting him into positions to get onto the ball and into goal scoring positions, but it was also creating space for the rest of United's front line to exploit. But how efficient were they at doing this? Fernandes was good. When Ronaldo dropped into the 10 position, Fernandes was prepared to run beyond Ronaldo to occupy the space vacated by him. Sancho and Greenwood, on the other hand, in my opinion, were incredibly poor at reading Ronaldo and reacting to the space he was creating. When Ronaldo was dropping into the half spaces, on numerous occasions, the outside centre-back for Newcastle would follow him out, which opened up the half spaces in behind the defensive line. A simple outside to inside run was required from Sancho or Greenwood to attack the space vacated by Ronaldo. Instead, both players stood on their respective touchlines waiting for the ball to feed, and didn't show enough willing to make forward runs off the ball to affect Newcastle's organised defensive formation. Going to screenshots of the game, United are on the transition with Shaw, and Sancho has all this space in behind to attack, to open up the space further for Shaw and to stretch Newcastle's defensive line. Instead, Sancho slams on the brakes, takes the ball off Shaw's toe, which gives Newcastle the chance to put pressure on the ball. In the same movement 2 seconds later, Ronaldo again drops off the front line, pulling the defender out of the defensive line, opening this space up in behind for Greenwood to attack. And when the ball is played back to Fernandes, he is more than capable of playing this pass. But when the ball is played back to Fernandes, Greenwood fails to attack the space vacated by Ronaldo and actually goes further wide. Without the ball, I thought United were shocking. They never even attempted to high press Newcastle, and it allowed Newcastle to relieve the pressure, but more than that, it allowed them to hit their front men and get up the pitch to create chances. Going to screenshots of the game, the ball is on the left with Almiron. With United applying zero pressure, Newcastle are allowed to play the ball across the width of their back line. With the ball on the left with Richie, the ball is played up the line to Sam Maximum, who lays it off to Joe Linton. He gets the better of Varane and ends up in the box with a sight at goal. The lack of a United high press is making life far too easy for our opposition, which is allowing teams with low percentage possession stats to create a disproportionate amount of opportunities. The other issue without the ball was the return of can't run, won't run, and as a result, Newcastle played through these two as though they weren't there, and at times, literally they weren't. For all the faults of Fred and McTominay, out of possession, they play shoulder to shoulder and do a great job at protecting the centre-backs and control how teams attack them. Out of possession, Pogba and Matic were all over the place. Pogba went wandering, leaving huge spaces centrally, and when Newcastle played through midfield, Matic's reaction is to hold or back off towards the goal because he hasn't got the speed across the pitch to shut players down without getting taken out of the game. Even on the odd occasion when they were organised, they didn't put any pressure on Newcastle's midfield, and they played through us with ease. Going to screenshots of Newcastle's goal, the ball is with Almiron, and for some reason, Pogba is miles out of position on the right, despite United having the numbers out there, leaving United wide open centrally. A turn from Almiron takes United's midfield out of the game, and he is running at United's back four. And from this position, it doesn't matter how good a defender you are, there is nothing Varane can do, and Newcastle score. In this next example, Pogba and Matic are much better organised, but they don't put any pressure on the ball. Pogba is on his heels and Matic is looking to move back towards goal. A simple pass breaks the midfield defensive line, taking them out of the game, and Newcastle again are attacking United's back line. The Devils' verdict is, it was a 9 out of 10 performance from Ronaldo. The third and fourth goals were 9 out of 10, but the team performance was a 6 out of 10 at best. So with that in mind, the question is, can United win the league? 100% no. All great sides have a strong spine. We have De Gea, Varane and Ronaldo, but it's our midfield options that will cost us in the end. We have good defensive players who don't contribute enough with the ball, and good ball players who are shit without the ball. Until we acquire complete midfield players, we won't be lifting the big prizes. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the game, and let me know if you think United can win the league this season. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video.